Hey, what's up, folks? How's it going? This is Abhijit here, and welcome to Devops Challenge Hub. So let's start with today's interview question. And today we have short interview questions on AWS code build. The first question is, what is AWS code build in CI/CD workflow? So we have already answered this question in the previous video. So code build is it wakes up when code pipeline calls it, or when we push the code, and code build basically compiles or build the package, build Docker images, push it to ECR. So that is what code build does, and there is no server to manage and no queues to wait in for. It can scale up automatically. If there are like 100 builds, no need to wait in the queue. Like if I would have done uh, in Jenkins in my office, like if I have installed Jenkins server and doing the build, maybe 10 of them will be queued. But since it's automatically, it will scale up. So there is no queue to wait in. It will be running parallelly. So these are the advantage of code build. What is build spec and why it's important? Build spec is like a to-do list for the code build. What are the steps to do to achieve the to complete the build? Right. So there are a couple of steps. It's divided: install, pre-build, build, and post-build. So install something, then pre-build, build, and post-build. So they are the different steps are involved. What compute type does code build offer? Code build offer a small and big build. Small for like general, but general one small like 2 CPU, 3 GB RAM. Big builds, medium, large, and special ARM and GPU also available for medial ML like uh, machine learning and graphics. It's they are available. So so we can pick up whatever suits our code and pay only for whatever we use. How are artifacts handled? Artifacts, if it is zip file or pack a zip file, build files, it can be pushed to S3. If it is like a packages, then we can push it to AWS code artifacts or third party like JFrog or any other like Nexus. And you can also push it to if, Docker, we can push it to ECR, Amazon ECR, Elastic Container Registry, or AWS Docker. Docker Hub. Next question is, how do you pass secrets securely? Secrets, we keep it in secrets manager. Parameter, we store in the parameter like URL, DB URL. So we can store it in the parameter store, and it's a hierarchical. So for example, production environment and QA testing environment, it will be different. So application name slash QA slash DB URL, that URL we can store. Then application slash prod slash DB URL, we can store production database URL. So that way we can store the parameters, and secrets like password, API keys, etc. We can store in the secret manager. How can we make build faster? We can make build faster by going for a better higher version of the like compute, and also we can do caching, right? Because when we are building, it downloads some packages and all this. So next time, first time, let's say build failed, and next time when we are doing it again, we don't need to download everything from the repo again. So we can cache them. So we can mention cache paths module, node modules, and we can cache it. So code will reuse them in future runs, and we can use S3 or local cache for faster builds. So we'll be using S3 or local cache for faster builds. No need to download the same libraries again and again. How to troubleshoot failed builds? We can check the CloudWatch logs. If there is some other issues like disk space is less, or there is no free memory left. So we can add the script df minus h free minus m, and it will print that in the console, and we can see in the CloudWatch logs. And if there are missing permission, PPS access, missing tools, that also we will be able to see in the logs. How to run parallel matrix build? Parallel builds we can run using batch builds. Batch builds is for concurrent build, so that we can run within the same stage and not dependent on each other. Task A that doesn't depend on task B. We can run them parallelly. So that way also we can reduce the time. Right? We can make the build faster. We can see that instead of running sequentially, can we run them parallelly? That way also we can build faster. If we can run them parallelly, we can do batch build. So caching is one option. Second, batch build also another option. And then better computing power, that is also one option. This I think we already discussed, secret manager and how to reduce cost in frequent deployment. We can use Graviton instances 20-40% cheaper. These instances are cheaper on. Enable caching, minimize Docker layer BD builds, conditional build, only run if the code actually change. So there are the different ways we can reduce the cost. How to view the test report? We can create a report. We can in the build spec.yml, we can run unit test and all the results we can get in this particular folder, and we can view in the console, export to S3. Build a slow, how to optimize. Go for big compute or concurrency, pre-cache based Docker images, keeping unnecessary steps, smart triggers, build only when the changes services, parallel build, and batch build. These are the different options. Let's go to the quiz section. What is the purpose of the build spec YML in AWS code? What is the purpose? Purpose is to instruct code build on steps like install, build, test, post build. So it will instruct code build how to do install, build, before build what we need to do, post build after build is done what you have to do. So it acts as a step-by-step instruction file for code build spec.yml. In build spec YML, where do you define output.zip or jar file? So output.zip or jar file, where do you define? We define in artifact section. Answer is B. Artifacts are declared in artifacts block specifying what output files to store or pass forward for the next stage. How can you speed up builds in code build? This is not obviously not this one, smallest compute type. It can be a bigger one. Enable caching for dependency, yes. And skipping all test also not option. So using cache path for libraries of dependency folder avoids downloading them on every run. So that's it for today. Hope you like this video. Please like, share, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. And also follow DevOps Challenge Hub LinkedIn page. I post quiz and contest daily. You can participate in that. Also follow WhatsApp channel DevOps Challenge Hub. I post regular updates. Thank you for watching this video and see you again in the next video.